Why is it I want to do what's right? I really do want to do what's right, but I don't. And I really don't want to do what's wrong, but I do. What's going on here? Why is this true? And especially as a believer in Jesus Christ. How come when I got saved, I didn't become perfect? God lives in me, doesn't he? God lives in you. If you're a believer in Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit of God lives in you. So why is there still this thing to go? Why is there still this idea of, I want to do what's right, but I find myself over here. I don't want to be over here. I want to be over here. Why is that? And Paul deals with it so that we would understand the fact that there is the commandment that tells us what is right and what is wrong. It can't help us do what's right or avoid what's wrong. It tells us where the line is. It instructs us in that. And there is this thing that goes beyond the individual acts of disobedience that we could call sin. Do not lie, do not steal, do not covet, all of these things. Okay, those are individual acts of disobedience and against the commandment. But Paul brings in this concept of the law of sin and death. That's a principle. That's something bigger than just an individual act. And he talks about the fact that sin takes occasion because of the commandment and deceives us and stirs up our desires in lots of different ways, depending upon our particular mindset. Do not lie. That's the commandment. But wait, what if telling a lie accomplished something good? Then it would be good, wouldn't it? That makes sense to me. But the commandment says, do not lie. But I'd really like to keep that PC I got at work. And while I was working at home, I took it home, and they just kind of forgot about it. And I can do my Bible studies on that PC. That would be good, right? They don't need it. It's a big corporation. They're not going to miss one little PC. See? Now that's absurd, and we can all recognize immediately in a nice glass how wrong that is. But if you search your heart, you're going to find times where you were at least enticed to fall into the same trap. That's what sin as a principle, as a force, the dark side, works in us. It stirs up by the commandment and entices us, and what Paul said, and deceives us into thinking all kinds of different ways.